Rick, we have talked some combine as we've combed through these positions and noted how it's helped or hurt certain players. Peppers obviously showed up at the combine and showed us his athleticism, but he's been all over the field in regards to position, not just offense, defense, but just needing him at linebacker over the last season at Michigan, but projects as a safety, and that's where he belongs. So your thoughts about Jabrill Peppers?
Yeah, I'm going to throw Obi Melifonwu in the mix here and compare those two guys because I think he's the forgotten man. Everybody talks about Jabrill Peppers, and we knew he was going to have a great combine with the track backfield, a star here in New Jersey. We expected him to do that. What Obi Melifonwu did was come out and really just blow up the combine and have one of the best performances I ever seen. And he also played linebacker at UConn. He's lined up as a slot cover corner. He's played cornerback, free safety, strong safety, just like Peppers. So I think these two guys are very similar in terms of skill set, athleticism. And, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Obi Melifonwu comes off the board before a Peppers. And we talked about where do these guys fit? Where do they play? I think Peppers was maybe out of position this past year in terms of his NFL translation. I think he's more of a strong safety, whereas Melifonwu at this point, I'm giving him every opportunity to prove to me that he could play cornerback. You talk about the Seahawks shopping Richard Sherman around, and they could be a team. I would say they would be willing to roll the dice in the first round. He could go even higher, but you match him up with a team like the Seahawks. They do unorthodox things. And this Melifonwu, I was at his pro day. I've never seen such fluid back pedal and hips on a 6'4" defensive back. It's just incredible how smooth this guy is.
Yeah, I got to interview him at American Athletic Conference Media Days a couple years ago, and this is before he really emerged as a star. But they obviously, in bringing him there, knew that he had that kind of ability. And my biggest task was obviously getting down the pronunciation before I went up and talked to him, because I had no idea, admittedly, who he was before I was set up to interview him. College football fans, again, we look down the list and we see a number of familiar names: Marcus May, Florida; Monte Nicholson, Michigan State; Budda Baker, a bigger star than Kevin King in college, but not necessarily a more draftable player. So anybody else that stands out to you?
Yeah, I think, you know, Budda Baker's the guy that maybe first-round talent, but his size is going to knock him back into the second round. Delano Hill from Michigan, I thought he had a good draft process as well. So Lorenzo Jerome is the small school talent. I've been touting out of St. Francis. He had a pair of picks in the NFLPA Collegiate Bowl, then got a bump up to the Shrine Game or Senior Bowl, made a couple more picks there, and I had a chance to see him up close in person, and he's an explosive player too, able to return some kicks. Didn't really run as fast as I thought he would at the combine, improved it at the pro day, but because he's not an elite speed guy, I think he's more this day 3 small school stigma guy that'll come out, emerge from this draft, and be a starter at the next level.
Rick, that's the game I always play watching the NFL draft. Who's going to be the first player drafted that I've never heard of? And this is where you keep me honest, because if they don't play at Auburn or Notre Dame or Michigan or somewhere like that, I don't know who they are. And you bring in the guy from St. Francis. So I'll keep my eye on him and to see where he goes and watch some of the tape on him. Rick Saratella, NFL Draft Bible. You got to catch him there for all your draft needs as we get close to the big weekend. Rick, we know you're going crazy. You're all over the place, and to give us this kind of time, we really appreciate it.
Oh, it's been a pleasure, Mark. I love chopping it up with you, talking NFL draft this time of year. Not much better than this.